Mau nyetok barang dagangan, semua ada dalam jangkauan. Mau yang dari penjual tangan pertama, di sini bisa. Mau pengiriman mudah, di sini aja. Mau dibantu promosiin, di sini bisa kita bantu promosiin. Mau yang banyak pilihan bayarnya, tinggal pilih aja. Karena di sini ada berbagai layanan untuk membantu apapun usaha kamu. Biar bangkit lagi. Ralali.com.
Screen time gue bisa sampai 7 jam sehari, biar tahu banyak hal. Masalah?
Gue sih baca thread Twitter, tapi milih-milih.
Mobil sih ada, tapi kan lebih eco-friendly naik MRT.
Kalau gue bisa ada di mana-mana, kenapa mesti di satu tempat?
Kalau gue nggak punya akun IG, nggak apa-apa kan?
Tanaman-tanaman gue kalau dijual bisa beli road bike nggak ya? Biar lebih sehat.
Menurut gue vegan itu nggak harus western food. 80% makanan di warteg vegan best kok.
Beda perspektif itu biasa. Yang nggak biasa itu kalau selera sampai harus dipaksa. Kalau bisa ketemu sama hal baru, sekaligus paham sama yang udah ada, kan asik tuh.
Keren banget. Ayo Mas Yan.
We have ones that have been going for 2.5 to 3 years.
Lebih enak sih di trotoar.
Hai Narasi People, ketemu lagi sama gue di episode Take It Easy. Tapi ini bukan Najwa Shihab, pakai aplikasi Deepfake.
Dia bisa pesan barang yang besoknya akan nyampe.
Murah banget ya.
Sampah-sampah.
Saya terjebak di gadget Anda. Tolong. Bercanda kok. Saya senang ada di sini.
Ih, jayus banget dia.
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone. Welcome to the afternoon session of the International Leadership and Innovation Festival, or ILIF, proudly initiated by Fujitsu James Community Indonesia in collaboration with Fujitsu James Community India, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand, and United States. With me, Salaksit Manhamraksa, or you can just call me Joy from Thailand as the host for today's session. So together, we have something in common. We are the alumni from the prestigious Fujitsu Scholarship Program, formerly called the East-West Knowledge Leadership Program, and since 2011 has become Global Leaders for Innovation Knowledge. It's called GLIC program. So we have learned to be the next global leaders with practical wisdom to provide common good for society. Our vision is to inspire the next global leader with practical wisdom based on the purpose. The LIF is born. The ILIF is born. So this year, our main theme is reimagining leadership and innovation. And we would inspire you guys as future leaders to be ready to adapt to digital technologies, more resilient, become responsive, and embrace the innovation in this changing world. So on behalf of Fujitsu James Community family from 9 countries, we would like to give a special thanks to Fujitsu James, Narasi, Take It Easy, Get Started, and Komunitas Mata Kita and Ralali for their tremendous support to make this event happen. And also thank you our 12 community partners and 13 startup partners who have supported us to pull off this first festival. So ILIF has comprises of 3 different talk formats, which are the Leaders Talk, the Startup Vaigaya, and Community Connect. So all of which would enrich you to, with ideas, best practices, lessons learned, as well as inspiration for future leaders. And now it's time for the Leaders Talk. And the theme of, this afternoon session is empowering community for sustainability, which is an issue that is very close to my heart as I'm working in the community development sector. And surely sustainability is our goal. So initially, we have invited 3 amazing guys to join us and talk about their innovation projects and how they can empower the community towards sustainability. However, it's unfortunate that one of the speakers from Myanmar could not make it today due to the internet connection, which is, has been unreliable due to the situation in the country. So it's a pity that we couldn't get to hear from Mo Tet, our Fujitsu Scholar Fellow, a good friend of mine. Mo is one of the startup rising stars of Myanmar who has a strong commitment to empowering the community and advancing his own country through his business and leadership. So we are all aware of the difficult time you have been facing, and we truly admire the spirit of the Myanmar people in fighting for democracy, justice, and peace. So for Mo and the people of Myanmar, please know that you all have friends here, and we stand with you in your efforts to bring your country forward through peaceful means. So our prayers are always with you and your country. Okay, so we would miss him, unfortunately, in this event, but we do hope to engage him in our future events. Okay, so we will just stick to our 2 amazing Indonesian gentlemen and their awesome startups instead. So, and each speaker will have approximately about 10 to 12 minutes to share their stories. Okay, So the audience, before I call upon my first speaker, I would like to tell the audience that you can post any comments or questions to any of the speakers in the chat box, in YouTube, and the speakers will respond to you during the Q&A session. Thank you. Okay, so without further ado, the first speaker of today's session is Yuri Pratama from Indonesia. So Yuri is advisor of Beehive Network project, and he's also a Fujitsu scholar for the CLICK program in 2019 fall batch. Okay, so to get to know him a bit, Yuri Pratama is an entrepreneur ever since his college time at University of Indonesia. Since graduating in 2007, he has become a serial entrepreneur in various businesses, which made him an award-winning young entrepreneur. So following that success, he was then interested in the social entrepreneurship concept, when he is studying for his master in community entrepreneurship at Trisakti Business School in 2012. So currently, besides running his own enterprise, Yuri also actively working with the non-profit sector, including the communities, NGOs, and social enterprises, and help them building the impactful community-based business. He has expertise in fishery and experience in working with the fishermen community. He's the co-founder of the Ursh Indonesia Network. He's a partner at Semut Nusar Consulting and also a former member of Global Shapers community. Wow, what an impressive bio. So please join me in welcoming Yuri to our talk.
Good afternoon, Joy. Sawadika.
Hi, how are you? Sawadika. So how do I greet in your language? How do I say hello in your language?
Usually it's like just selamat siang. And just formally hello as well. We don't have specific like greetings.
Right. Okay. So maybe, just a little bit of order. Maybe you can tell us about your experience as a Fujitsu scholar. You've been just graduating from the program like late 2019, right? Just before the COVID hit us.
Yes, just before COVID, and it's a really great experience actually, and it's like overall, it's a journey for me myself, and I believe for all the participants as well. It's a very moment for us. It's not only for in this perspective, but also like how we can develop our leadership qualities, and also for sure it's about impacting people as well, right? Because at the end, what we do is we need to create something for the common good, like we all talk about since in the morning. So
right.
That's what I'm truly in bed with up until now, since Blick and up until now. That's why I try really hard to make my capstone project into a reality, which is what I will present in a few seconds.
I see. Okay, so we'll get to hear about your capstone project ideas and how is it progress from after you graduating from the program, right? Okay, so maybe I'll just, give you the floor or the stream as people call it. Okay, Yuri, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Joy. Yes, hello everyone. I will to share a little bit about our journey. If you can all see, sorry. Okay. So Beehive Network Project is an initiative, not by me actually. There are other co-founders, and I jump in. Actually, it's already in the middle of the project. One of the co-founder is a very good friend of mine. So when we like brainstorming about future opportunities, then we came up with this project actually. So this is all about traceability system. That's what we are trying to do. That is also my capstone project when I was still in GLIC as a scholar. And we are trying to develop this traceability system to be implemented in many sectors, in many communities, and hopefully it can impact also with the community, because at the end, the community that we work with is our main stakeholders, our core partners. So, yeah. So I'm just quoting some interesting sentence. This is from World Economic Forum. Why traceability is important? So it helps make much what is currently invisible within our food system becoming visible. So it's not only about safety. It's not about getting know where you get your goods or get your products, but it's more than that. We want to create an ecosystem actually that create trust, that create sustainable business as well. So it's not only in the consumer part, but it's the whole process of the value chain, starting from farmers, processors, transportation, and at the end in the consumers. So well, we hope that this initiative can deliver that value to the stakeholders. And as you may recognize, probably, the name is Beehive. It derives from this picture. So we start our traceability initiative with honey products. Why honey? Because apparently it's a quite interesting commodity globally. So, and the fact that Indonesia, my country, at the moment is not the main producer of honey, although we have a lot of potentials in terms of honey. So that's what we try to come up with. And fortunately, we have a business partner that support us. So this initiative is actually like very business based, because we start this initiative because we found a partner in Europe, in Belgium, that they want to buy sustainable honey from Indonesia, but they require some kind of traceability system and certifications. That's why we try to develop this initiative as well. So we are very fortunate to have him as a business partner, so we can start this initiative as well. So yeah, that's the starting point of this initiative. And yeah, I would like to share with you the story of the honey, the journey. What is it, and how we can improve it through the initiatives. As maybe we all know that the honey producer, the honey farmer, or we say it as a beekeeper, is the main actor of the whole ecosystem. They are the one who make sure that the bee are still alive and still productive, and can be sustained in terms of production and things like that. So we want to make them as a strong community in the beginning. So it's not only we try to do business with them, but we also try to empower them with many things. And one of the things is through technology. This traceability system is trying to help them enhancing their production in some way, but also ensuring that they will get the best benefit of their product. They will get a more better price and better opportunity for the market as well to market their products. So that's what we try to do along the value chain of the honey, from the beekeeper, from the farm, and distributions, and everything up until every touch point we try to record. That's one of the key points actually in terms of traceability. So we keep records of everything that happened. In that way, we can know exactly what happened, and if there is any defect, if there is any risk, we can know which part that risk happened and how we can solve the issue or even mitigate the risk in the future. So this is very challenging as well because we are working with farmers, and it's very challenging in terms of how we can implement the technology itself. One of the unique characteristic is like the bucket that they use is very old bucket. So when we try to put, okay, sorry, somehow the slide is not, oh, sorry. I need to share first. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I will share my screen first. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is the whole value chain of the honey. It's really and especially in Indonesia, we have like quite a complex supply chain as well. So we try to make it more compact, more lean in many ways. So the way that the product delivered to the customer is more transparent and more reliable. Okay, next slide is actually about impact, how we work and what kind of impact that we are expecting. Like I said before, we are trying to create common good. That is our basic value, and what we are trying to deliver actually in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, which is the number 12, which is responsible consumption and production. And that's what we are also trying to achieve as well in terms of how we can make all this supply chain and value chain more transparent, more reliable, more sustainable in many ways through technology. We want to make sure that it's all the stakeholder can get a better value. The farmers can get better price. The bee is happy and they can keep creating or producing honey, the seller, the distributor, everyone knows what kind of value of the honey that they sell. And of course, the consumer, they know exactly that the honey that they consume is safe, it's fair trade, and in many ways, it can give impact to many people. One of the unique feature of our initiative is that we are trying to use credit scoring system. So based on our traceability, based on our data that we collect, now we can know that how much in reality and in details each farmer can produce honey and with what kind of quality of the honey. With those kind of data, we can come up with credit scoring mechanism for microfinance initiative. So in terms of the impact, we are trying to also create a financial inclusions for the farmers, so they can develop more. They can get a better livelihood in many ways. And yeah, that's about our impact that we are trying to achieve. So what is next? Actually, the next phase is what my capstone project really about. So we are trying to also implement or trying to also develop the same traceability initiative for seafood sector or seafood products. Why? Because I'm coming from a fisheries industry background, and I know exactly actually how the potentials of seafood product in Indonesia or any part of the world. But in terms of Indonesia, we are still lack of utilizing or maximizing the potentials of our oceans, of our sea products. It's a quite challenging because it's multi-stakeholders and also multicultural approach in terms of how we can work with the fishermen and with the whole seafood value chain. But it's already in our pipelines, so we are hoping that we can implement the same initiative, the same traceability system into the seafood sector, and hoping we can improve the seafood sector and the fishermen as well, the community. And I think that's all from me, Joy. Thank you for your attentions, and I'm waiting for any comments and questions. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you, Yuri, for the interesting presentation on traceability, which I'm sure is a very important concept in today's value chain. And yeah, I think it's a very useful technology for helping the community as to become or included as part of the supply chain or value chain, right? Okay, so before we move on to the other speaker, I have one quick question for you. So I really agree with your point on the challenging experience on how to convince the community to adopt the technology, which is very important in today's world. So do you have any tips to share with us, or with the audience who might have all this kind of interest in working with the community by trying to introduce the technology, maybe simple one or intermediate one, to help the community with their production or with their business. But how can we convince them to adopt the technology that we want to introduce?
I'm always a true believer of a sincerity. So it's like we want to work with community, especially like fishermen or like farmers. We need to make friends with them. It's beyond business. Actually, we are not talking about business. When we first met, we don't talk business. We don't talk about the project. We just want to make friends with them. That is what I always try to do, at least. So we don't talk many things about the project itself. We just want to make friends with them. We want to know them, and from that, actually, we can explore what is the issue, what is the problem, what is the challenge they are facing, and in some point, we can put our solutions as a baseline to see what kind of opportunity or solutions that we can offer. And we can build with them, actually. It's not only offering, but also build with them, because they are the core partner, as I mentioned before. So that's one of my tips.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I totally agree that trust building is really important in, connecting with the community. And yes, sincerity, of course, is something that you need to, build on the relationship, to create the relationship that you can build on, and then help them with anything that you can offer based on the, reality, based on the real problems and needs of the community. Okay, so good luck with your capstone project, Yuri. I hope that the traceability technology would bring the seafood industry into the next level. Okay, right. So our next speaker, for the leaders talk today on community empowerment for sustainability is Gian Saputra. So Gian is an Indonesian entrepreneur from Bali, an island of paradise for tourists all over the world. So let me introduce Gian a little bit. Gian is a veteran entrepreneur in tourism industry with years of experience. Graduated both bachelor's and master's degree in tourism planning and marketing from Udayana University. He's a founder and travel consultant of KK Tour, and he also founded GoDevi, a startup tourism company which concerns on tourism village development in Indonesia, and that's the topic of his talk today. So GoDevi facilitates their village partners with marketplace where they can showcase their products, and customer can book directly. So they realize every village has their own potentials, and therefore they find the best things to do in the village and bring them to the world. So besides his tourism business, Gian is also a lecturer and secretary of tourism management study program at Bali Tourism Polytechnic. He's also conducted a number of researches and studies, and also has several journals and book publications about tourism and hospitality. Okay, I really can't wait to hear about his startup. So please welcome Gian to our talk. Hi, hello, Gian.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Hi, Joy.
right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well. So where are you taking us today with your GoDevi?
Yeah. Today I'm in our office in GoDevi in Denpasar, Bali. Yeah. So greeting from Bali Island.
Right. Wow. I really love to go. I would love to go to Bali. Actually, it was in my plan last year, but then COVID hit us. So the plan was canceled. So I'm really looking forward to your presentation today to see more of the beauty of Bali, and maybe more in depth on the community-based tourism in Bali, right? Okay. So the stream is yours, Gian.
Well, Thank you very much, Joy, and for the introduction. And I also like to say thank you to the committee of the International Leadership and Innovation Festival. This is a very interesting discussion, yeah, to meet you all, yeah. And yeah, today let me share some idea about what we have done in Bali, especially in with our team in Godevi. Joy, can you see my presentation?
Okay, yeah. You probably have to press the share button. Does it work?
Can you see?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or maybe the committee can have.
Yeah, maybe the operator can help share the screen for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're about to start. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, yeah, for the presentation. And well, before Joy already introduced myself, I'm as a lecturer. My daily activities is a lecture in Bali Tourism Polytechnic, and besides, I also trying to develop the tourism village in Indonesia. Yeah, me with my team, yeah, we call Godevi. So Godevi is a Go Destination Village startup based in Bali, and we focus on how to provide the marketplace, and we want to communicate and also promoting the village products to tourists. Yeah. So and we focus on can you to the next slide, please? Yeah. Well, Godevi, yeah, Godevi, we use the concept SEE concept. Yeah. What is the or sometimes we use this concept to understand what we should do to collaborate with the people in the village. SEE is a sustainability, empowerment, and entrepreneurship. Yeah, sustainability. I think most of us already know. We now concerned about the sustainable development goals, and that's why we at Godevi we also want to develop the village concern about the sustainability. Yeah, it's mean we don't talk only about the profit, but how we also give the positive impact to the our environment, our culture, and also the important one is the community. And then the empowerment. The empowerment is very important for us because if we realize in Indonesia, the village has its potential and its characteristic. So when we see the village, like in Indonesia, especially in Bali, yeah, we have cultural resources, natural resources. There is in village, and now we want the nation of Indonesia, like Mr. President said, he want to develop the country start from the village, and the village it means there is a people, yeah, the people in the village that we want to empower them because we want the people in the village or the community in the village become the subject, yeah. And the third is entrepreneurship, yeah. Entrepreneurship we want the community in the village also understand about how to manage their resources. That's why the entrepreneur, we need more entrepreneur, yeah, not only one but more, yeah, because the entrepreneurship is the spirit to develop our country. For the next, I would like to, for this, I would like to show the video. Could the operator help me to play the video, please? Yeah, it's about what we do in our activity in Godefi. Yeah, because we are just 2 years. Uh, 2 years ago, we found this startup. So, but many things we already done with my team.
Villages are the country's jewels that needs to be protected. Most of the traditions, cultures, natural resources, including the life philosophies, are practically alive in the village. At Godevi, we bring the authenticity and uniqueness of the villages to the world throughout the marketplace, a place where the villagers can take an added value for their village jewels. With facilities given by the Ministry of Industry, located in the city of Denpasar, we optimize the operation to improve our services, both the website and mobile applications, as well as developing virtual travel and expand our network across the nation. In managing the business, Godevi is supported by millennials who have high leadership and competences in their fields. Aside from the office activities, our team also went directly to the villages to know more about the village product. We start from listening, examine all the boundaries, and break the walls together, because we believe that the community confidence is our main asset. This is how we redefine the community empowerment. The pandemic is another challenge for us. In the midst of the uncertain situation, we are always trying to market the product of the village by collaborating with various institutions. One of them is an educational institution by bringing the student to the village, making a new way for learning process. At Godevi, we work hand in hand with the village community, creating the product together, yet enhance the community empowerment. With the concept of sociopreneur, Godevi continues to strive as a business DNA, which is not only optimizes profits, but also becomes a solution to all problems in managing the tourism villages, as well as giving the best service for our customers. Godevi, the authentic village experience.
Okay. Yeah, we back. Can we back to the slide, please? Yeah, that's our activity, yeah, in daily activity with my team in Godevi. So what we do, we focus on four activity. The first is consultancy, because most of us is graduate from tourism university, and then now we become the first tourism consultant in Bali that's focused on developing a tourism village. And why we do research? Because the research we believe data is very important, and our decision based on data. The second, we also do the community assistance by do the planning and also the product packaging with the community. We make collaboration with now in Godevi we have an 25 partner of village that work with together with Godevi. The third, we also do marketing. Marketing, yeah, we communicate the village products, what the characteristic of the village uh, we trying to connect with the right market with the right product. So we also create the creative content. And the last, we provide the marketplace, because we show the trend, the technology, we prepare the digital system and operation of tourism village product. So all the integration we create in the marketplace of GoDaddy. Uh, but this is the challenge, because the pandemic. But we still believe because tourism will be stopped because this pandemic. We only need to adapt. We only need to innovate, and this spirit we want to spread with the community. So this is we redefine our village empowerment. And next slide, please. Yeah, talk about the challenge because we directly come to the village, meet the people with the various background. So when we want to develop a village, become a tourism destination, number one is the community readiness. Most of them they don't ready about the system, about the tourism, because so maybe if you already visit Bali, Bali Island as a destination, most of them are not ready yet, in tourism industry. So because the tourism industry is fast industry, this is our challenge. And then the data, that's why we need more research, because the database of tourism about village, still limited, very very limited. Third is infrastructure, not only in the village, even in the city. The infrastructure like internet, telecommunication, we need to improve, more improvement to be to provide the quality experience for our tourism. And then technology adaptation. This pandemic push people, to more to faster, people to need understand about technology. And we try to work with people, to work with community. It's very very challenging for us, like when we trying to introducing our system, our GoDaddy, our marketplace to the village, to the community, how to use the internet, how to receive the reservation. Because in our system, the community, we want to make them become the subject, not only the object of the tourism. And the last up on our challenge is the trust. Tourism business now face a difficult time. So when we come to the village, we want to collaborate in tourism. They will think twice now. Because like in Bali, most of the population work in tourism industry, and now they got very impactful because of this pandemic. Next slide, please. So in our activity, we're trying to pick some strategies. The first in product development. In product development approach. We think the community should be the subject. The subject, and then we also trying to get more market. So market segmentation, we need to local. And then new tourism era. This is because of the pandemic. In GoDaddy, we're trying to provide also the worry-free travel services. Like this picture, all our guests also implement the health protocol, because we want to keep the trust of tourists when they traveling with us. Next slide, please. So what the solution we propose in the developing tourism village? Yeah, we need stakeholder collaboration, and this is what we do now. We work with the institution, we work with the university, with local government, to providing data, to collecting data, research, and then packaging the product, and then the marketing also. Yeah, promoting the village potential to digital marketing support. We provide the system like website, application. You can download. Yeah, start this 2021. We provide application in Android and also App Store. Yeah, we also creating video promotion for the village. Yeah, so like the creative content. And then next slide. Yeah, I think this is the last. Yeah, this is our hope. Yeah, we invite you to work with us together to empower the community, because yeah, we believe we can achieve a sustainable tourism. Sustainable tourism is our dream, because before the pandemic, yeah, we see the mass tourism, even the over tourism. Yeah, more tourists come to destination, but with the less impact. Now we want to change it. People that visit some destination, especially village, it should give more impact. Yeah, the impact of tourism should be felt by the government, and also the community effect. Yeah, the profit should be gain for the community. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Yeah, all the my presentation. Thank you very much for this session and this festival to invite us to share about what we do in GoDevi, and I hope we can work together to make collaboration in the near future. Thank you, and I say thank you in Balinese way, Matur Suksuma. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Joy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Kian. Very insightful presentation. And GoDevi is definitely a very innovative way to, working with the community who is so close to tourism. And I see your aspiration to, trying to empower them so they can have a sustainable future with their with the tourism coming into the tourists coming into Bali. Okay, so I have one quick question for you. So, in your opinion, you think how best can the government provide support to the community, or what kind of synergy that they can the government can offer to the startup like yours?
Yeah. Well, honestly, the government now start to support us. Yeah. Before, this is just an idea, but start from 2019, I joined the competition, the startup competition, and then we win the competition, and the government, especially Ministry of Industry, they support us with the facilities of this office, and also they give us the mentoring program, and also like how to manage the business. Yeah, because we like the video, all of us is a millennials. Yeah, we don't understand much about how to manage the business actually. Yeah, but this support of government now it's starting. And also in Bali, yeah, we start to collaborate with government to like the mapping the village potential. Now this year we work also with the government, and then I hope we can get more improvement of the tourism development in Bali.
Right.
And
Okay.
I also
Yeah.
hope we can go abroad. Yeah, maybe go to Thailand. Maybe.
Yes, yeah, welcome to Thailand. Yeah, we definitely can't wait for the country to, open after COVID is gone. Okay, so thank you for, all your insight, especially I think some of the comments also on your SEE, the C concept, the sustainability, empowerment, and entrepreneurship, which are really, you capture it really well in your GoDevi startup initiative. Okay, so I think we have probably a few minutes more. Let me throw maybe a few more questions to you and maybe to Yuri as well. Since this is like a leadership forum, so what do you think are the key qualifications for leadership in this decade? And in particular, leadership in working with the community effectively. What does it take? Okay. Yes. Okay. Any one of you can go first. Do you want me to repeat the question again?
Yes.
Okay.
Here clearly. Sorry.
Right. Okay. So since this is the leadership forum, right? And so I just want to hear your view on what do you think are the key qualifications of leadership in this decade, and in particular the leadership in working effectively with the community. What does it take? Okay.
This is
maybe
me?
yeah. Can
Can
go
I
first?
go first?
Oh, okay. Okay, Yuri, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bligian. For me, I'm a fond fan of the concept of servant leadership. So it's leadership by doing favor. I mean, you serve people first in order to lead, and especially with the community, I like I said before, it's very unique characteristic to be able to work with the community, and by serving them their needs and wants, their dreams. We always in the beginning we always create our common dream. What is our common dream? Together with the community, and from that we try to develop how we can achieve that dream. And our role is make sure we serve them on how we work together and achieve that dream. So yeah, for me, it's still relevant. Although it's an old concept, I know, but it's still relevant, especially when we are working with community.
Okay. Thank you, Yuri. Servant leadership, right? Obviously, I'm sure that that's one of the most effective ways to go in working with the community. Okay, what about you, Gian?
I think I do agree with Yuri. Yeah, the servant leadership is very important. That's why also we in GoDevi we come directly to the village to work with them. And what we see, the important one in leadership is the commitment. Yeah, we need the commitment leader. Yeah, the commit leaders to work together, because when we work together, the people will understand what our vision, what our purpose, what our trying to do with this development. I think, yeah, the commitment is the important one also in leadership.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you both for the very fruitful discussion today. So before I end the session today, I have several key takeaways in this session. So I learned from both of you, from both startups, that working with community is really challenging in a way, especially when you want to sort of introduce or want the communities to adopt some technologies which are actually a bit far from them, but that's something that being able to convince them to get on board, you would need sincerity, you would need trust building, you would need time. And you can see from the presentations of Gian that the team really went in with the community and talked to them openly. So I think that's the one of the tips for working with the community and bring them on board as part of the industry or as part of the value chain today. And the second takeaway would be partnership. I hear you both talking about partnership. That's the fast way to learn. That's the fast way to grow. You don't have to do it alone, but partnering with other people, whether it's government or it's private sector, that's definitely useful in building your startup or bringing your dream or your aspiration to reality. Yeah, and also the last point that you both shared on leadership in working with the community, I totally agree that being a leader, especially in working with the community, you really need to be committed, and you really need to serve them before you actually lead them. That's the way how you can create that kind of relationship, which is very important. Okay, so thank you for you both, the speakers for today, and for making time for the festival. And once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fujitsu James, Ralali, Narasi Take It Easy, Get Started, and Comunitas Matakita for tremendous support to make this event happen. So we hope that this session would inspire everyone to make positive impact and to be the next global leaders. So we still have more inspiring sessions to come. So stay tuned. I think the next session is the one also on the Leaders Talk. The theme would be the innovative education for common good. It's due to start at 16 hours or 4 p.m. Bangkok, Jakarta time. So the session will be moderated by G, our good friend from India, and will be joined by the two Greek scholars, Prem and Amal from Malaysia and Indonesia, respectively. Okay, yeah, so let's come back at 4 p.m. for the Leaders Talk. Okay, thank you everyone, and have a good
Thank you.
Mau nyetok barang dagangan, semua ada dalam jangkauan. Mau yang dari penjual tangan pertama, Di sini bisa. Mau pengiriman mudah? Di sini aja. Mau dibantu promosiin? Di sini bisa kita bantu promosiin. Mau yang banyak pilihan bayarnya? Tinggal pilih aja. Karena di sini ada berbagai layanan untuk membantu apapun usaha kamu. Biar bangkit lagi. Ralali.com.
Screen time gue bisa sampai 7 jam sehari. Biar tahu banyak hal. Masalah.
Gue sih baca thread Twitter, tapi milih-milih.
Mobil sih ada, tapi kan lebih eco-friendly naik MRT.
Kalau gue bisa ada di mana-mana, kenapa mesti di satu tempat?
Kalau gue nggak punya akun IG, nggak apa-apa kan?
Tanaman-tanaman gue kalau dijual bisa beli road bike nggak ya? Biar lebih sehat.
Menurut gue vegan itu nggak harus western food. 80% makanan di warteg vegan best kok.
Beda perspektif itu biasa. Yang nggak biasa itu kalau selera sampai harus dipaksa. Kalau bisa ketemu sama hal baru, sekaligus paham sama yang udah ada, kan asik tuh.
Keren banget. Ayo Mas Yan.
We have ones that have been going for 2.5 to 3 years.
Lebih enak sih di trotoar.
Hai Narasi People, ketemu lagi sama gue di episode Take It Easy. Tapi ini bukan Najwa Shihab, pakai aplikasi Deepfake.
Dia bisa pesan barang yang besoknya akan nyampe.
Murah banget ya.
Sampah-sampah. Wow.
Saya terjebak di gadget Anda. Tolong. Bercanda kok, saya senang ada di sini.
Ih, jayus banget dia.